What is up, YouTube? This is the Legend of Zero, and today I have my final thoughts on Destiny 2. So let's get right into it. First, I think this game is greatly balanced as far as what I've seen in the beta. I think that their solo play, as I was talking in my stream, and it was brought to my attention by Cracker Jacks here, that the issue may be solo in the 4v4. And I can agree with him as that in the competitive mode, solo players may have a little more difficulty finding that lobby to be advantageous to them. At the same time, I also disagree with that, because I've gone in, and several of us have gone in, and Cracker Jacks himself has gone in, and we have found blueberries that work very well without any communication. Just great teamwork overall. So, you know, I was looking at some of the aspects in this game as I was playing, just kind of evaluating it and looking at all the different guns and the way the armor is and everything that we were able to see by playing in the beta. First and foremost, I find most all the guns to be very, very good and very balanced. I don't find anything really overpowered. The only gun I really have an issue with is the does not compute, and I think that is because the fire rate is really slow, so it's more of a learning curve to get used to it, because the impact on there is very dangerous. Pretty much a 3-tap gun. And so, you know, looking at the armor, I'm curious as to how we're going to be able to balance out mobility, resilience, and recovery. What's going to work best for each one of the classes. One of the classes I think that is underrated and didn't really get any real love, and it's not really my class to go to anymore, but I still would like to, is the Hunter class. Now, the Hunter class seems to be a little weaker than the other classes, and hopefully they will balance that out. Now, one of the other members that were in my stream today, ChatterCon, said that he wishes they would make a clan versus clan system like COD had. And I think that would be awesome, but I think there's going to be some kind of challenging modes for clans, or some kind of form of competitive aspect for clans with the new guided feature, the guided games feature that they are implementing into the Destiny 2. And I think that with that, because there will be rewards for completing activities and working as a team. Now, I was asked, what do I think about the way, if this game should be balanced more of it as assigning players, or, you know, balancing, and I think it needs to be both. Really, honestly, this game the competitive needs to be able to be skill-based. It needs to have a ranking system. Now, there's no telling if this is going to be the new Iron Banner, the new Trials, or if it's going to be a game type all of its own. What's really going to happen here, we don't know until they say what's going to happen and they release updates and the game releases soon enough. One of my biggest issues with this game is that it is not released. I wish this game was out right now. I enjoyed the beta so much that I'm going to be miserable for the next month because I don't have it to play. But I will find something to do in the meantime and keep you entertained. Moving on, I think that there's going to be some different aspects that we're all going to enjoy. So if you're a PvE player, I think that there's going to be a lot of things. I think that first and foremost, is the fact that the strikes are a little long. The campaign looks really great. I'm wondering how the raids are going to be, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have raids sometime soon. And I wonder what kind of challenges lay ahead of us for that. I am really, really excited to see this as I play both PvE and PvP. Now, with that being said, a lot of us are trying to figure out how to incorporate the clan aspect. Well, they've taken care of that. You know, a lot of people question that. So, with that being said, like I said, the guided games, the the clan banners. This game is now more team-based. Let me tell y'all, it's more team-based. Everything that you're going to have to do is really going to be considered being team-based. Now, I was asked about the KDA as opposed to the KDR. Honestly, it's a 50-50. I think the KDA is great because there's some people that just need to be recognized for being a support player, and that's what they are. And their assist should count towards something. But overall, I think the KDR should be back into it for the reasons of it being that you want to personally know how well you did. Even if others can't see it, I would like to know my KDR. I would like to know where I need to improve. If I did good a game, bad a game. I mean, you can pretty much already tell if you're doing good or bad, but I'd like to see the end result and work it out. Figure out what I need to do. A lot of people are Boogie Baby decided that he was going to make a switch from Call of Duty over to Destiny 2. And, you know, that says something, because when COD players are looking at this game and they're like, man, I'm liking this, I'm going to play this, because the last COD, well, that was shit, and we all know that. So everybody's really, really excited for this game and getting ready for it. And I just wish there was more for us to do with it. I wish they would show us more, explain more. But, you know, Bungie likes surprises, so that's what's going to happen. They're going to surprise us with some stuff. Now, as we were playing, we got some exotic guns. I'm not a big fan of the one for the Warlock. I tell you what, the submachine gun was nice, but it wasn't that great. The Red Mamba submachine gun, I fell in love with. I thought that was a great play. If you're a sub player, this is for you. So I think that there's going to be a different style of play for everybody that's going to have to kind of mesh together for an overall victory. And I think they're doing that by implementing new guns, new play style, and making it more team-based. And that's a great thing. I don't know if they're going to implement any private matches. I hope they do. I hope this game can grow with the competitive scene. That would be nice to see that it has its spot on GB. You know, the GB. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Forums and the ability to create matches and do game battles on Destiny. This would be a great game right here. The competitive mode countdown would be a great game type. Now, they did say 5, I don't remember what it was, like 5 modes and 10 Crucible maps, I think it is, at the release. So 5 Crucible modes. Wow, that's crazy. I honestly, I hope they have a capture the flag. I really want to see a capture the flag. I don't think they will, but how awesome would that be? I think it would be really awesome. So, honestly, this game has the potential to grow even further. I just hope that, like I said, they don't start making it unbalanced and unfair, because Destiny 1 just really got bad and way worse towards the end, due to the meta, due to the whole, you know, overpowered weapons. And that's one of my issues. You have I can respect grinding for a weapon, right? But I hope that they do that with anything competitive, that it's a base gun run. Kind of like what we had in the beta. You have X amount of guns you're allowed to use in it. I know that would be kind of hard for them to do or whatever, but honestly, I think if you balance out your weapons, it makes for a great competitive run. They did do a great job of balancing this game. They did a good job by adding the guided games. The campaign looks way amazing. I just fell in love with the graphics and the way everything was. And I want to see more. I'm greedy. I want to see more. In fact, while we were out and about in one of the strikes and looking for the lost sector and this and that, we found a little spot that looked like it might be a side mission area or whatever. It had kind of like a little station set up. We got on top of one of the areas that had all the milk pouring from it like a fountain. We really looked at a lot of areas. There's some blocked off areas that looks like they may open up later on, DLC, etc. So, Bungie's good at being very secretive, and they did really good at learning to block out doors, because I remember in Destiny 1, we could glitch some areas and get into some places we should not have been. And so maybe they figured out how to keep us out of those. They didn't keep us out of everything, but they kept us out of enough. So I think my biggest gripe with this game right now is that it's not out, and that I don't have enough information on what's really going to come with it. So I think that's the only thing I really have to complain about. Now, I would like for you guys to take and post in your comments what you think of the game, how you feel about the game. Those are things that I'm interested in, is what everybody else is thinking, because I like to communicate with y'all and know how it affects everybody in the run, and what everybody's opinion. Maybe I didn't see something or notice something that somebody else did. I like to know what y'all think about the game modes. I would like to know what y'all think about the whole aspect of the long strikes, and how crazy that was. A crazy strike. You had to fight that boss 3 times. I loved it. I mean, that was just really awesome. So there's something out there for everybody in the game, honestly. And if you just take the time when it comes out to actually give it its fair shot, I think it would be a great game. Again, the clan aspect, that's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, because it's about time that clans got recognition, right? They need to be more versatile. They need to be more appreciated, and they need to be more involved. And that's the problem. Clans are not involved anymore. Bungie's been good for having clans ever since Halo. It's always been something with that. And now it just seems like clans are kind of something of the old ways, and people are kind of just not really doing anything anymore. And it's good to know that we're able to come back and start doing the things that we need to do. Now, I'm going to flip subjects here. I was invited to a clan. I did join that clan. I was asked what I thought about that clan. Right here, real quick, we think we broke the game last night because I danced for like 20-30 minutes. Amazing Blue, this is for you. I didn't think I recorded this, but it is recorded. Me, Kira, and Reaper. So we just got down out there. I love my Warlock's dance. It can get it. But anyhow, I was asked last night what I thought about the clan, or how I think it can improve. Right now, it's a little early for me to say what I think it can improve on. And as far as right now, I really enjoy the clan. I love the high activity, the friendliness, and the laid backness. I've seen some of the bosses in action, and I'm appreciative of them taking care of certain situations that need to be taken care of when that situation arose. And so I am part of UNSTAB1E LIGHT. I am on PS4 now. I'm not on Xbox One. I will be having my Xbox One back in November, come this November, but I will still be on PlayStation 4. And the reason for my switch is competitive COD, and let's face it, the exclusives. So I just want to tell everybody, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I love every one of y'all. I appreciate everybody. The support has been real, and I hope to see y'all out there, and we'll see y'all when Destiny 2 drops November 6th. Until then, see you later.